Welcome to Space Exploration. My name is Nilaus. This is the recap session of stream day number 42. 42 days of Factorio space exploration seems like quite a lot, but actually, if we're just considering it, it's not. Oh yeah, engaged. There we go. If we're really considering it, then it's not actually that much. We haven't made that much progress, to be perfectly honest. And we're just gonna start by going back to. That was. There we go. I thought that was like a cool way to just go back here. All right, we are back on Novice, and we're going to take a look at what's going on here. So we now have 3 locations. We have the Novice base, we have the orbital base. That's this one. And we also have the third one, which is not really built out. I started here, but I did not actually complete anything. I did not expand it. The only thing we did was expanding this one to sort of use the storage steam during the night. It's something, but it's not a lot. And then we left here. I don't know. It didn't just feel like it. There were some things we needed to take care of on Novice as well. So I wanted to focus on this, and then we also built something on the orbital base. So some of the things we did here is actually we expanded a few things. Just we had some issues with our oil, for example. The oil was basically running out of this one. So we're not running out, but we had 300,000 petroleum stuck here, and that was that's kind of a lot. But now we don't have anything. Typical, right? But since this one was full, then I could not make any more solid fuel blocks because these ones were stuck on the output side with petroleum. So now I've done it so that there's like an extra loop up here that if we for some reason just run completely out of or run full of petroleum, but that's not really looking like it's happening here. What do we got here? We got 74,000. That's a lot. But this means, I mean, 2,000 more, and then it's done. Another reason why I think we're running out of petroleum is actually here. This one is barely getting anything anymore. So what we need to do is actually build. How's this one just not? Okay, it's very, very slow. And go. Hey, look at that. Just like that. We're looking at it, and it goes to sulfur. So we're going to experience this slowing down unless we get. First of all, we need blue belts here, just because. And then we need to get it in here. So that's pretty easy. We can do that. How the hell do we have how do we have one that doesn't have a proper name? How can we have that and not really know that for this long? What is it actually delivering? Okay, yeah, yellow signs probably doesn't go very often, so it's probably like left like 5 times or something and we just missed it. Anyway, we're gonna gently pass through it and ignore that. So what we also have is a lot of, whoops, there you go, the blinking, blinky, blinky. There's unfortunately still a lot of blinking going on, and we have, actually that is something we could alleviate or will alleviate there by doing this. It's not going to work because we are in a, see, there we go, now we're down to 74 once all of the robots come in and pick up the stuff here. So that's kind of some of the things that are really important for us to get done. Now, we also saw that what we're really running out of at this point is, I have to be careful about this shape though, is here. Wow, I am just discovering issues everywhere. That's so interesting. We went away from Novus for a while, and then when we came back, we are now looking at issues. So these ones are not launching even though they want to go. Why are they not launching? It's probably, yeah, so cargo rocket sections are missing. You're also missing cargo rocket sections. And that's simply because they're not there. And, well, that's kind of understandable. And we go to this location and look at cargo rocket sections. They are not in here. They're not being requested here. And they are there. They are not being crafted. Why not? Because you're missing the heat shielding and what? I have never seen this issue before. Well, I have seen this issue before, and it's kind of scary that it happens. Come on, pick this up. Completely irrelevant, but whatever. Yeah? Just the last bits, and there we go. So it looks like we have an issue here that this one is trying to input a section. And it's a broken section. Could that have anything to do with it? I don't know. Maybe. I wonder if the broken section doesn't work. But now that means that these have been not working. I think I'm going to do this so that it doesn't take too many big stacks. Oh, so I know what happened. Okay, so it put in a broken one. And when it put in the broken one, then it wanted to put in the other one. But a broken one and a non-broken one cannot stack. So the inserter got stuck trying to insert another cargo pod on top of the one that was already broken. But the broken one in itself probably would work, right? And then it couldn't insert the other things, and that meant it got stuck, and you know, so on and so forth. Yeah, okay. Well, now we have kind of an explanation for that. The other explanation is, or the other part of it is the fact that we have a lot of these. Right, so if we look down here, if we look at the orbital base, this is going to be a total mess, this one. It's going to become more of a debugging session. Let's see, we've run out of iron, maybe. We've run out of blue circuits. Anything else that really wants to go? Nope. Okay, so, and copper. Let's look up at the actual content here and see iron. Nope, it's done. And copper. Copper's okay, because it still has this one, but the iron is completely out. And that happens until this one is actually being brought in there. Okay. It's going to take a bit of time. And this is where we have the one truck that's still operational here, that's driving back and forth. I think that's the one, is coming in to pick up these components. It's not going to be a lot, but we'll get more when we get back to orbit. Yeah. All right. So what do? We had issues with the red circuits and the blue circuits. You can see blue circuits is not keeping up here. Everything else is actually okay. So the blue circuits, looked at this one. We improved it so that we now have modules in. These are fully module with productivity, and then we have speed beacons in between. Actually, we need a speed beacon right there as well. One, two, three, four, 5, and 5. That one. And then I take. There. So that has to be there as well. It's not really going to get there, but it'll get there eventually. What I also did was I copied this one up here, which is still missing some, and lo and behold, it has the same issue. And now I do this again. I don't know why I keep building things in my local copy. I just can't. When I see things that are broken, I just have to fix it. Anyway, so this is increasing our blue, but it's not working because we, I've hooked it up, but man, are we just finding a lot of mistakes here. I want to just jump in and fix mistakes in this playthrough. Wow, see, this is what happens when I spent the last 2 hours of the stream in orbit and don't come back here and fix issues at the end. Then we're just going to find out that we have a million mistakes. So be sure to join my next stream, yell at me for all my mistakes, and also remind me of them, because damn, there are a lot. Right, let's go back to what we actually built and see if all the other things that we built were also incorrect. So we did also just pop down this one, which is working really, really well. We are now building. Yeah, so that's another green circuit production location like this. So that's building here and it's working really well. I've capped it at 100,000 green circuits. I think that's a pretty fair amount of circuits to have here. That one's good. And if we look at the other ones, so we actually are just fine when it comes to green circuits. Red circuits, yep, they are the bane of my existence. Oh, it's actually, they're 20,000. That's probably, yeah, that's the reason is probably because this one hasn't been able to launch. There's 1, 2 that wants to launch. Yeah. But they can't launch because they're still missing the one inbound here. This truck from up here is gradually going down. Let me just check where it is on the track. I don't see it. Maybe it got run over. Oh, there it is. Alright, so it's heading back. That means it did go down here. And it did put these in, but it's not launching. And all the other ones are probably also running out. So we really need more cargo rocket sections. That's fine. We can do that. So basically what we've been doing here is just scaling up things. Also, let's check out the power. That's scary. Wow. Wow, that's not just a bit scary. That's very scary. Are we serious? No. The first one is just not there. So it's 44,000 of these, but we are running out of this. So it's time for us to bring in more uranium, which is not going to be a big deal. We can get it from here. We can get it from there. It's just build a few tracks and we'll get it. But we certainly need to get it. Great. So that's another little thing to do. So next time we are definitely going to start by fixing some of the issues we have in the on Navus. We're also going to go to orbit. Orbit here, we built one thing. It took a bit longer than I wanted to. And I can't remove this one. This one, yeah, what is it? It is basically the next tier of the energy science or energy catalog. So we have the energy catalog and we've now upgraded to broad energy catalog. It has a lot. Basically, these 4 machines are the ones that create the 4 components. So not really a big deal here. All of them are there. There's something there, something. So this one is operational, except it is probably missing some fluids. It is fluid constrained. And that means this thing here has to be scaled up just a tiny bit. And we're going to do that next time, but I ran out of time. And so that's definitely need to be here. So we have plasma generators for some ion streams and some proton streams. They go in here for these ones. They get some random other components, not really anything big or significant, but yeah, and they goes here. The big thing is the cooling here, and that what we've done is we've also now taken this one and made it into the next tier. So those are being requested in, they're going in here, and now the only thing that is working at the lowest tier is the blue, the astrometrics, and lo and behold, if that's not going to be something we're going to do next time as well, then we have all of them at the next tier. The issue though is if we look at it, then how much time has it taken for us to make tier 1, and then we're slowly getting to tier 2, and we have to get all the way to tier 4. Yeah, those recipes, some of those recipes are excruciating. If we just look at, we built this one. These were actually really simple. What we need to do is now going into that one, which is now comprehensive. And we have to build 4 more of those. And this one as well has to be going into the extensive, which is then 4 more: boson, exotic, singularity, and magnetic. And these will, interestingly enough, they are, now we have some particle streams. Some experimental. We are going to have to get this experimental thing up and running as well to figure out how that's going to be built. So you can see that there's a long way to go on science-wise. So there's don't worry, we are not running out of things to do in this series. I am honestly expecting that there will probably be 100 episodes before I'm calling it quits. Up here, this is our rocket launch. This is just basically saying that I want to launch at least a rocket for every new subscriber to the channel. However, that's probably not going to be a difficult constraint. We are at 251 and we are launching rockets, if they work, pretty rapidly with like maybe 10 an hour or something. That's kind of what I'm expecting, and I certainly don't get another 10 new subscribers every hour. So I don't think this one's going to be an actual constraint about the longevity of the base. But yeah, who knows? Anyway, that's going to be wrapping up this stream for now. So thank you, not stream, it's recap for now. Thank you very much for joining. Be sure to join my next stream so you can yell at me for all my mistakes and help remind me about fixing them. So there's a lot of moving parts in a base of this size, but to a very large extent, it's just working. That's really, really awesome. So it's working and it's good. And now it's yeah, we just progress. Thank you for joining. See you next time. And as always, stay effective.